Hey guys, Dave here from Cook and Share, where we cook for the common folk. Well, I've always loved stuffed bell peppers, but then you got to cut the peppers and make the filling and put the filling in the peppers, then put the peppers in the oven. It seems like quite a process to me. So I thought, what about just making a stuffed bell pepper casserole, if that makes any sense? One pan, put everything in there, some cheese over the top, and bing, bang, boom, you're done. So let's get to work and give this a try. So let's begin with our ingredients. First of all, we have 3 bell peppers that I'm going to use. We have a red bell pepper, a yellow bell pepper, and a green bell pepper. Some onion, some garlic, some Worcestershire sauce, Italian seasoning, some pepper, salt, and of course, beef broth. We have 2 different types of cheeses, extra old cheddar and mozzarella, a cup of long grain rice, some Italian seasoned tomatoes, and most of all, some ground beef. So first off, I'm going to add some oil to a pan over medium-high heat. Then we are going to go in with a pound of medium ground beef. I'll just kind of break this up, and we'll fry this up until it's basically cooked through. Now, a lot of folks might be saying you don't need oil when you're using ground beef. And yeah, I know, but my cast is fairly new here, so it absorbs a lot of oil. So I'm just using it, just in this case. Now, of course, I got a fair amount of grease and water here that's going to come off. So I'm just going to give this a quick drain. I won't show that, but, we'll just take some of it off. While the beef is browning up, I'm going to take my red bell pepper and just cut off the cheek. And I'm just going to julienne this up. You can chop it if you want it, but I think it's going to be a whole lot nicer, in strips like this, just kind of julienned up. Same thing with the yellow bell pepper. I just want lots of color here. And of course, the green. And you could probably even use, an orange bell pepper or something like that too. That would make it even more colorful. Okie dokie, now we're all basically fried up here, and I've drained a little bit. I'm going to go in with half a small chopped onion. And of course, 3 cloves of the garlic. Just can't get by without garlic. And we'll just stir and saute this for a couple of minutes, as I always say, until that wonderful, wonderful aroma of onion and garlic fill the air. Oh, this smells so good. Now we shall scoop up those bell peppers and throw them into the mix here. Isn't that a pretty mixture, guys? And we'll just stir and fry these for a few minutes, just until, a couple of minutes, I should say, just until they begin to soften. I like my bell peppers a little bit on the crunchy side. And at the beginning, how do you like my little motto, cooking for the common folk? I think that's pretty good. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But, oh, this is smelling good. Now I'm going to season up with a little bit of salt, maybe about a teaspoon. It's a personal preference, depending on how salty you want it. Some ground black pepper, and you know me, I'm a pepper lover, so I'm going to go a bit wild on here. But maybe a couple of teaspoons. You can also use the wee white pepper. Makes it a little bit more intense. Couple of teaspoons of the old Italiano seasoning, the everything seasoning, as I always call it, because it does contain a bit of everything. About a tablespoon of Worcestershire or Worcestershire sauce. I just love this stuff. Now we shall just stir everything together, and woo, can I ever smell that Worcestershire sauce in there. It smells so good. Just look at these colors. Oh, oh, oh. Now we are going to go in with a 15-ounce can of those Italian diced tomatoes. I really love these. They got, herbs and garlic and everything in them. A cup and a half of beef broth. And once again, a mixing we will go just until everything comes together nicely. It's going to look kind of soupy, but we are putting rice in here, guys. Now we brought this to a boil here. We are going to add that rice in. And we'll give everything a stir around until we're nicely distributed here. And believe me, guys, this is one of the easiest, as you can probably see, dishes you will ever make. So simple, so easy. I'd say 20, 25 minutes and everything is done. Got to make this up. So we'll just put a lid on here, turn the heat down, and we'll let this simmer away for about 20 minutes. Okay, we're about halfway through here, so I'm just going to pop this lid off, and we'll just give everything a quick stir around. Oh, this is looking good. And we'll let this cook for another 10 minutes. Alrighty, my friends, after about 20 minutes, we are looking pretty good here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab up that cheese, and I'm going to add about half of it in. Half the old mozzarella here, and half of the old cheddar. And we'll give everything a stir around just so that cheese melts down in there. Oh, this is looking mighty fine to me. Because you want some of that cheese just in the casserole, right? I got some of that cheese down inside. I'm going to take the rest and I'm going to spread it over top of our stuffed rice casserole here. You need to add as much cheese as you like. Same thing with the old cheddar. You don't have to use the extra old. You can use old too, and it'll be a little bit on the yellow side, but that's fine. Now we'll slip a lid on and just put this on super low and let that cheese melt down for about 10 minutes. Now, I told a little lie here, guys. I said 20, 25 minutes. It's not 20, 25 minutes. It's more like 40, 45 by the time you cook that rice down. So forgive me for that, but it's still well worthwhile making. After setting for a few minutes, guys, we are done. And just look at this. I think it looks incredible. So we are going to go ahead and garnish this up. Just make it all pretty like. With some parsley. Just look at this. Isn't this pretty? I think. And there you have it. Our stuffed pepper casserole. So easy, so delicious. You are going to love this. Alrighty then, let's grab some of this up and see what we got here. Just look at this, guys. I mean, it looks like a stuffed pepper without the pepper surrounding, like a casserole. That's exactly what we wanted, isn't it? All right, time for the old taste test here. My conclusion is this is really good. It's just like something you'd have with the stuffed pepper. There's lots of pepper in there, so you don't miss digging around, getting the pepper out. The stuffing is just great. You are going to love this, guys. And it's not the same fuss that you get, like I said in the beginning of the video, with putting everything in the oven and all that. Got to make this up. And if you do, leave us a comment because I love to read them. Most of all, like, helps the channel out, and subscribe. Why not? It's free. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I say, definitely make this. And we'll see you in the next video. I'm going to have more. Joker.